feel as a Gen Z, I don't understand that either, which is why I went question mark what?
Okay, fair enough.
Picture the flash is off. You can take a picture of Kindred um scheming with these people, and I will need a distraction.
Okay. Okay, I'll take a picture. I'm making sure that nothing is audible and there is no flash. And I'll
Uh,
take a picture.
is
And
it
you
just
need a
Kindred or everyone else?
Make sure everyone is in
um
the scene. If it's just Kindred, that'll be just weird.
yeah, yeah. Make sure that like you can see like Kindred's face with like the rest of them.
Okay, I'll say as you sort of like take the picture and sort of like you take like some of the shots of everyone and then also take picture of specifically Kindred. You do see her face. It looks, Kindred is a very emotive person, but in this place her face looks very blank. Like her eyes is glowing purple. But then as you zoom in to take the picture, you can see like there's some strange insectoid carapace like structure on what's on like on along the side of her neck and her face that wasn't there before.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
that
I
is
take a
what you
picture of
note.
that.
Yeah, all right, easy enough. You don't have to roll for this. And so, yep, continue your discussion.
And what did you say you needed again? You needed a distraction?
I need a distraction.
What are you planning on doing?
I need to rescue that person in the hospital gown. My cousin.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
We
Okay.
can't take all of them on. Just enough
Mm.
for them to look away while I do my thing.
Mm. Okay. Mm. I am going to split off
Yeah.
and probably use like some gadgets to make noise. So make noise
Mm.
that sounds like rustling and like people are coming in a certain direction, opposite from where um Johnny is and where Blackpool will go to.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll me unleash your powers with +1 because they do not know you're there.
And I'm gonna fucking die.
Trust, believe.
Oh,
Whoa! Believe.
all right.
Oh
All right.
my
So,
god.
you sneak your way easy enough towards the other side, and then you pull out like a gadget of sort. We'll say like those sound emitters that hunters occasionally use to like generate like high pitched noise to like scare away like animals.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, one of those things. You sort of like jab it into the ground, and then you turn on the emitter, and then it creates like the sound of rustling. And then you do see the tuxedoed individual's head sort of like tilts towards in that direction, and then you see all of them also like stiffens up, and then you hear again the tuxedoed man's voice goes, "Renegade, investigate with Ivy." And he goes, "Sure thing, boss." And then Renegade pulls out two pistols, and he looks at Ivy, and then just tilts his head, and then Ivy just hisses at him, and then just leaps towards in the direction of the forest, towards where you are also, Aether. But we'll get to what happened there later. So Black Pearl, what do you do now? So two of the individuals have sort of like dart off. The tuxedo man's back is facing Johnny's body and a little ways away, and also the Foxman, quote unquote, because you don't know if it's actually him or not, is still in his hand, and Kindred is still floating in the air, eyes glowing purple, and she does not seem to be even taking in her surroundings. She's just hovering there,
Okay.
and the white matter individual is also looking in the direction of the sound, and Johnny, like he's not really paying attention to Johnny, like. He dumped him here, and it seems like that is his job, and so he's not really focused on him right now. What do you do?
Okay. My follow-up question: is there like something like a manhole cover or something in the park, so that excess water won't flood the park? It will flow somewhere, like a sewage system kind of thing.
Okay,
Is
we'll
there
say
like an
there's
entrance?
one nearby,
Okay.
like a manhole. Like where you're crouching, you're sort of near the path, like towards your left. Like there is a manhole in the middle of that path.
Okay. before anything, I need to make sure I communicate with Ether, saying that um, once they are close to you, just run. We'll meet. Let's see, where should we meet? Outside of the park. That would be safe. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, at the entrance, the front entrance of the park. Okay.
Okay.
Now, um, I will make my way to where Johnny is sneakily, and I will use my passive move that I just learned for my advancement called "I'll save you."
Oh,
I'm
what does
willing
that
to
do?
pay a high cost to keep my loved one safe. Reveal your secret identity to someone watching or mark a condition to defend a loved one and act as I have rolled a 12 plus.
Oh, so you instantly, immediately succeed on this.
Yep, yep, but I have to mark a condition. I will say I am afraid. I have no idea what the hell will happen to me by doing this.
All right. So how do you succeed in this move?
Also, what I've learned, consume the same way that Johnny got taken is the same way I'm gonna do it again. Hope this
All right.
doesn't give him PTSD.
All right. Like he is having some of the most tactile dream right now because he's still comatose. Like just dream of being swallowed by an anaconda consistently by like at this stage. But yeah, so
My
you
goodness.
so you instantly like slime your way towards there and then sort of like engulf him and then starts pulling him away.
Yep.
All right, and it is fairly easy enough. Like he is distracted, like this white matter person looking away, and then you just and then goes and again the tuxedo individual is busy over there, and again Kindra is looking in your general direction, but no reaction. It's almost like there's nothing going on right now in her head. And so
Mm.
you reach out and then you engulf Johnny, and then where are you pulling him?
Yep. All the way down to the sewer manhole that try to get in.
All right, you and then you sort of like yank him in, and then you can see the person like sort of look down. What? Where did he go? And he starts looking around, and then you hear the tuxedo man, and then he sort of like looked over his shoulder. Find him. Like, yes, boss. And then he sort of like retreat and starts looking around, but of course, with your instant success roll, you are able to escape into the sewers. Now we will cut to Ether. So, what are you doing right now? So, Renegade and the creature that you only know as Ivy from description is currently stalking towards where you are. What do you do?
Can I try and sneak away?
All right, roll Unleash Your Powers.
Um.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Well, the bright side is you get a condition. No,
What?
you get a potential. Mark one potential.
My
I was like,
God.
Adding salt to injury.
All right, and so you try to sneak away, like lurking in the dark. Like you're fairly confident that you are hidden, and sneaking away. And in most cases, that would have been the case. But while Ifrit has described to you the monster that is Ivy to you before, he has sort of like underplayed her capabilities a bit because she thrives in the dark. And so as you're like sort of sneaking away, you sort of like hear like this chittering sound, and you're like, I know you. You're at the factory. And then you had a brief moment to sort of look towards the side before you see like these glistening chrome teeth flash and then jump right at you and tackle you to the ground. I need you to roll take a powerful blow.
Okay. I am
You can still
doing
use
it.
that, yeah, the savior move because this is she's most definitely more powerful than you. Everyone's more powerful than you. You're a protege, so yeah. But that's where you all thrive. All right, what does that get you?
I mark a condition.
Okay, and oh, so that means you just get hit, right? Like
Yeah, I just mark a condition.
all right, so the creature does slam onto you, and then you roll in the ground like oh, and then she's on top of you, and she starts slashing down with her claws, and you like sort of block, and then you try to knock her aside, but then one claw swipe against your cheek and tear through, and blood sort of like splatter against the grass. and then she's about to like slash down again. You able to like push her off, and then you roll onto your feet as she bare her teeth at you. At the same time as you hear two guns cocked. Ah, we meet again. Here for the rematch, are ya? What do you do as you watch Renegade stares at you?
My God, I'm so fucking sick of you. Mm. So, Ivy and Renegade are both in front of me.
Ivy is closer towards you. Renegade is sort of standing like a bit further, but he has two handguns aimed at you, and you know his abilities. He can foresee people's moves before they make it. So, yeah.
True.
So you gather
True.
that you will probably need to conquer that before you can do anything against him.
How the fuck do I do that?
Do I hear any of this commotion from the sewers?
Oh yeah, you hear. You manage to go into the sewers and you deposit Johnny, and you sort of like listening up to waiting for Ether. You hear over the comms. You hear her go. You hear her go as they got knocked down, and then you hear as you know because Ivy is really close up to them.
Ah, shit. Okay. Can I react to it, or I have to wait for Ether to
I'll
do
say
their
that
thing
you.
first?
I'll say Ether will need to do one thing first, and then
Ah.
you will arrive. Because if you're immediately like abandoning Johnny in the dirty, smelly sewers,
I mean, he's comatose. Just let him imagine that the boa ate and the boa just had patai for lunch.
Oh
no.
my God.
Not only is he being slowly digested, he's also being digested in like patai.
Oh my
This
god.
is
Yeah, goodness.
he is suffering psychological sensory torture right now. Oh no, he will not be the same if he ever wakes up. But yes, you will be able to reach that after certain stuff has happened. So Ether, what are you doing?
Mm. Mm. Wait. Wait a second. Mm. I am. So Ivy is closer to me right now.
Yes,
What does
but
Ivy look like again?
she looks like if a xenomorph is a person.
Okay.
That is like the easiest way for me to describe her appearance.
Okay. I don't exactly know what to do here. Let's say, you know what? I marked the angry condition. So I think I'm gonna directly engage with Ivy in hopes that she'll serve as my shield against Renegade.
Oh, all right. Roll directly engage a threat for me as you just lunge.
And I can I can roll the label my mentor denies, so I roll it with freak instead of danger. Because I have the angry condition marked.
That makes sense.
Yahoo! So instead of -2, it's 0. Haha!
Better than -2, so.
Yeah, exactly. Um, there you go.
All right. So
Not a little
choose one.
bit.
Yeah, choose one from the list.
Oh wait, let me pull up the list real quick.
Yeah. God damn it, you're all slacking.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, you went New Yorker there. What are you talking
What
about?
are you talking about?
Hey, I'm walking here. Okay,
Um,
enough.
okay, on a 7 to 9, pick one. Okay, mm, okay, that's
I was for
I
this purpose you cannot pick frighten the opposition because these two people because this thing that you're going up against Ivy, she feels no fear. So yeah.
okay, okay,
You
got
want to
you.
scare a xenomorph, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, what? Uh, is there anything on Ivy's person that I can take?
No, the only
No, right?
she is wearing nothing but carapaces of a exoskeleton.
That's the thing. Okay. Um. Mm, mm. I guess create an opportunity, right? Because Black Pearl needs to. I mean, like you said that I need to do something before he can do anything to
Yeah.
come to
Yeah, it's
me.
basically the time it takes for him to arrive.
Okay. Okay, but I don't know if he's coming to me also. That's the thing. Uh,
If you're not sure, you can just take resist or avoid, because just so you know, whenever you hit if directly engage, both of you trade blows, so you will mark a condition unless you take avoid their blows.
oh, okay. I'll I'll avoid their blows.
All right. So you inflict one condition on them, and they inflict one condition on you. So describe to me how this directly engage a threat work out for you.
Mm, I'm doing this because I have the angry condition mark because I think that the ether is getting increasingly frustrated and the provocation from Renegade didn't make it any better. I think it made it like a lot worse. So usually they don't directly engage because they're a tech person,
Mm.
but this time they went crazy bonkers pissed and just like
Lunge
went
right in.
full on football tackling, like American football tackling Ivy as hard as they can.
Oh, okay. Tackling a xenomorph, I appreciate that spunk. So you charge straight at her and you ram into her, and both of you roll in the ground and you start like raining. You're just using your fists, right? Not pulling any gadgets out.
No. I'm
Ah.
just full on American football tackling, rugby tackling.
All right, yeah. So you continue wailing down and at her, and she tried to lash at you with her claw and her sharp tail, but you are able to duck and weave out of it and knock it aside, and you inflict one condition on her as you beat her, and her blood is like greenish purple as one of it trickles out from one of her nostrils as you punch her in the face, and she's trying to push you off, but then you saw Renegade aiming his gun at you, but then you saw angle and pull Ivy right into the path, and then Renegade's like, yeah, and then he starts to like reposition himself in order to get a better angle, and that is when Black Pearl, you arrive. What do you do?
Now, question:
Mm-hmm.
when Renegade can predict moves, is he
Mm-hmm.
only for himself, or he can predict like what I'm about to do to others that cause him harm?
As far as you know, only from people within his line of sight, and you are not in his line of sight right now.
I see. Okay, I will try attempt to sneak up behind him and attempt to jam his guns.
Ooh, all right. Roll unleash your powers.
Please, please. Ah, there we go.
All right.
Nice.
So
Damn.
how do you jam his guns?
Go.
All right. So you
Every
basically.
single thing, every single
Alright.
gear, every single spring cannot fire. Pressing the lever does nothing.
Right, so you basically, just so you know, this guy is a walking arsenal. So, like, hanging from his hips, on his backs, and both his hands, on his shoulders, he has weapons. So you're attempting to jam all of it.
Yeah, attempt to jam all of it as
Alright,
much
so
as possible. Without his weapons or without his guns, well, he still have knives, but that's a different problem.
alright, so you essentially engulf him as you just leap out from the darkness from the guard, like, yeah, what the? Yeah." And then as you sort of like begin to clog up the gears of his gun, and it's like he tried to pull the trigger, nothing happens. Ah, God damn it! And he starts like trying to scrape you off of him. And then that is when the Ivy is gonna lash out at you, Ether. Try to slash at you. What do you do? as you are like still on top of her. She's trying to basically tear you off her and then try to lunge and stab you with her tail.
Oh. Um. Can I? I want to try taking out my own knife and try to cut her off her tail.
Holy shit!
Oh,
That is
that just
actually
got brutal.
Wait, are you guys playing Monster Hunter?
and here I thought lemao would be the first one to like permanently maim someone, but all right. Roll directly engage a threat.
Oh, I'm not angry anymore. Boo. Because I clear angry after I vent the frustration. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you
It's okay.
you vent your
Relief, guys.
you just beat up on this person to vent your frustration. You know what makes sense, all right?
Roll high so I can still get a partial hit at least. Please. Pretty please. Yeah, no. It's a
Okay,
miss on my
you
part.
you have replaced both Ifrit and Foxboy as the
Yeah.
Mistral Brigade. So you get one potential, and now I need you to
Okay.
roll take a powerful blow, which from your move, the savior one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I mark a condition.
all right.
Be
Which
angry
condition do you
again.
work? Angry again.
I mark angry again! I mark angry again, bitch!
All right, you pull out your knife and you try to stab her. She grabs onto your hand and redirects the blade, and you didn't even see her tail has whipped behind you, and then it stabs you into the side, and the blade sort of like emerge out from the front of your shoulder, and then she flips back, and then your body is when spinning in the air, and then you crash on the ground and you roll a couple of feet away, and she bares her teeth and on all fours charge at you, and Renegade is gonna try to grab onto you and start. He pulls out one of his combat knife and he's gonna start peeling you off of him. What do you do?
Well, who?
Black Pearl, sorry.
Oh.
I'll try to harden myself to make him harder to move. Like it takes more energy for him to like move his joints and all that.
Every time you talk about your abilities, you sound like a Pokemon. I goo,
Yeah.
I
cast
harden. Yeah.
I cast harden.
All right. So
Wait, you get the fuck?
this like he's basically you get, what's it called, the catapult. Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot his name. Never mind. Roll.
Metapod.
Yes, Metapod. Yeah, that's the one. I got confused between the bee one and the moth one.
Oh, Kakuna.
Yes, Kakuna, that's the one. Yeah, so roll directly engage a threat because this one will technically inflict
Yes.
condition as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, all right, choose one.
I will take things that belong to him.
I'm guessing his knives.
Yes.
All right, so
All
mark
his
when.
kunais will slowly disappear from his pouches. All his little daggers will slowly disappear from his pouches.
Oh my god, he's like that's $100,000 river equipment. God damn it! And he's trying to rip you. You do mark a condition as he
I'll
tears
be,
you.
Insecure.
All right. Yeah, he hacked away a chunk. You are no longer 6'5". You're like 6 feet now. So that loss of height sort of like is a blow to your ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
you
he's
just
sort of like,
got that height too.
yeah.
Just got that high.
Yeah, it is around. I'll say at this moment that lemao, Foxboy, and Ifrit, the three of you, arrive back at the park, and you do the angle that you arrive in because of the damage caused by the tentacle. You're not going in a straight line back to the park, so you have to angle yourself. And so as you arrive, you sort of arrive more from the southern angle, and so towards the right hand side within that clearing, you do still see, again, you see Kindred floating in the middle of the air, eyes glowing purple, a green tuxedo person kneeling down before a naked man wrapped up in a cloak. And then off towards your left, you see Black Pearl slattered over Renegade and Ether engaged with Ivy. And then also you notice the third individual, the white color liquid man, has seemingly heard the scuffle that is occurring where Ether and Black Pearl is, and he's currently making his way there. His body dissolving into a amorphous blob, not unlike Black Pearl heading in that direction. What do the three of you do?
Hmm.
So-
Okay. First things first. Do I notice Foxman there?
You see a man wrapped up, but still too far away for you to notice any details right now.
Okay.
But it is easy for you to work out that that's probably your dad, based on what Ifrit has told you about what has happened.
Okay. I look at Ifrit and lemao and tell them, guys, I think they need our help. Let's go. And I immediately rush into the battle.
All right. What do you do? Are you going after Renegade or Ivy?
Or the white guy.
Yeah, or the white guy.
Or Foxman. Or potentially Foxman.
Yeah, who is in front of the tux.
options.
Ooh,
Yep.
okay. Shit. I need to think this through. Hold on a second.
Okay. You think for it, and then Ifrit will see Ivy and oh man, payback time. And we
Alright. You're charged.
charge towards
All
Ivy.
right.
and then
Alright.
fire punch.
Falcon punch. Roll directly engage a threat. It'll be funny, like, oh yeah, payback. Of course, I was about to say it would be so funny if that is what happened.
Oh.
Okay,
Wait, am
so
I still? Wait, question. Am I still engaged with Ivy as well?
no, she stabbed you in the shoulder and then throw you off, and then she's in the
Alright.
process of lunging towards you. So,
Okay, okay.
first off, Ifrit, market potential,
Uh-huh.
and now roll me take a powerful blow, and then we'll go from there.
Oh.
Falcon punch didn't go through.
Okay. That's a miss.
I think that's good, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
No,
that's good.
No, that's good. That's good. Yes. You still mark the potential, and then you say how you weathered the blow. So as she sees you coming, you try to punch her with her inhuman reflexes. She dodged back, and then she's gonna whip her tail out towards to try to stab you into the ground. So how do you avoid that blow and then mark potential?
Okay. I don't know. How do I guess I'll become someone like I mean everyone knows One Piece, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Ace after eating the flame fruit, it just goes through. I make myself temporarily fire elemental for a bit.
Okay. I think for your character's flavor, you become like Ash because that is what
yeah.
you've done. So that part of your body becomes Ash, and her tail stabs through you, break through your body, and then your disintegrated part reforms back as you arc away from her, and then she just bares her teeth at you. And now, Lemao, what do you do?
Is the white guy harmful at the moment?
I mean, not yet. He is almost about to reach where Renegade and Black Pearl is fighting. And because he looks like Black Pearl, you gather they probably have the same kind of power.
Okay, but out of character, this is one of the villain, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I conjure out a Tupperware.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're gonna trap him.
Yeah, like from the direction he's going towards. So I run plus holding the giant Tupperware at the same time, like try to like trip in inside and close the lid.
All right, roll unleash your powers.
Tupperware power.
The poor power.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's OP.
Oh wow!
Yes.
It's OP.
I got a leak-proof Tupperware.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh my god. All right, so this is what happened. Okay, describe to me. I'll say because this character has two conditions, so you take away half of his body that you trapped inside. So he's diminished. He's like not completely trapped inside. A portion of him is still outside, but you have weakened him significantly. So how do you trap it?
Like I cut half the cake and put inside the Tupperware, and I double, triple
Oh, the one with like the four flaps on the side. You click, click,
Yeah,
click,
like
click.
yes, exactly. Like pyap, pyap. Yeah, and yeah, I like give it a kick far far away.
All right.
Yep.
So you he's like sort of like slathering his way towards where Black Pearl is. Sort of leap forward. You just send your Tupperware and then instantly latch it, and then you just boom, teleported far away. You hear like what the as you splash, and you can see that amoeba like blob sort of like perceive your presence. More kid trouble. And then he's gonna slither his way towards you and is about to attack you. Foxboy, have you made your decision?
Yes, I will approach Foxman, who or the person that I potentially think is Foxman.
All right, so you head in that direction. So I would say, as the process of you heading towards it, this white blob individual will be able to attack you. Lemao, what do you do in retaliation? Are you fighting back, or are you trying to avoid the blows?
I guess I can miss. I mean, he's like half of what he was, so it's quite easy to like duck away and miss his punch or something.
All right, roll unleash your powers. Okay, so you get to choose whether to mark a condition or I tell you how it is unstable or temporary.
You go.
All right. So you try to dodge away from it, and yes, you are able to dodge, but this person, he seems to have a mastery over his plasmoid form in a level way above what Black Pearl is achieved. And so even as he lunges at you and misses you, that pseudopod that stretched instantly explode out in like this spider web branches, and a couple of it touches your leg, and then you are sort of like tripped up and you sort of like faltered a bit, and he is able to slowly head towards you, and so you are basically engaged in melee with it right now. And so with that, we're gonna cut to Foxboy. So you are approaching them, right? This person you think of as Foxman, and as you get closer, you do notice that it is indeed Foxman. Like from his like you haven't seen his face in a while, but it is him, and this tuxedoed man in front of him who is kneel down has one hand on clasped onto his head, and Foxman seems to his eyes are like wide, like just staring forward into nothing, and then hovering close by in the air is Kindred, her eyes purple, and this close you do see the same greenish gray carapace, almost insect-like, along the side of her neck and face, and she does not acknowledge your presence. And as you get close, you hear like as you see two robotic spheres sort of like come forward, and then both of them have like muzzles in front of it pointed at you, and then you look towards the side and you see a hooded individual standing nearby, one hand out, clutching a third metal ball, and this individual seems to be the one controlling these robotic spheres. What do you do?
Am I being attacked actually? Is that
No.
that? Oh.
No, that individual is just hovering there.
For now, I got the emotion. Emotion is taking over me. After I ascertained that it's really my dad, I went to him and say, "Dad, it's me."
Okay, it's just you don't go up to him because there is someone in front of him right now.
Oh, I see. Okay, I go to a safe distance that I'm able to interact with him or communicate with him.
All right, and what do you say?
I say, "Dad, it's me. Uh, do you recognize me? What's happening? How are you here?"
And as you say that, his head sort of like tilts towards you, and the hand retracts a bit, and then you see Foxman look towards you and looks at you, and then his eyes sort of like widens, almost like in recognition for a bit, and then the tuxedo individual in front sort of like look over his shoulder a bit, and then he stands up, and then he turns around, and you see standing in front of you is what seems to look like a fairly normal man with like messy tousled brown hair. If it weren't for the fact, like all I said is pushed back, if it weren't for the fact that the left side of his face is like greenish red carapace like an insect, and emerging from like the side of his, like between his left nostril and lips, emerged like this red bug like mandible. and his left eye is like this bright yellow. Like basically, the left side of his face is insectoid, while the right side is human. This like hazel eyes that stares towards you, and you can see like his left hand is also carapace with green and reddish armor plates, not unlike the growth that you see on Kindred's neck and face. And he turns and looks at you. The prodigal son. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. This is quite the family reunion, isn't it?
I look at him and say, "You! Who are you? What do you do to my dad? What do you do to Kindred? What's happening?"
Oh, apologies. I am the chrysalis. And then he gives like a mock bow towards you.
And while he's doing that, I immediately jump and attack him.
Oh, and as you do, the metal balls instantly turn towards you and laser beam starts firing towards you. I need you to roll directly engage a threat. Like as these metal balls sort of like intercepts you.
Okay. Okay, technically I'm under fire, right? So I would like to
Yes.
use this move called Suck It Domitian.
Oh,
Yeah.
what does it do?
When you stand strong while under fire, you roll savior instead of danger to directly engage a trap.
Oh, all right. Let's
Alright.
go.
I will be rolling a savior. Man, my roll sucks, guys.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I think I never hit for a long time already.
All right. So first off, mark a condition, and then take a powerful blow.
Alright. Condition hopeless. Okay. And take a powerful blow. Alright.
Of course, this is the one that
Um,
you rolled full on.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
goodness.
Okay. So you know what to do. Choose from the three choices there.
Oh my god.
Just like the first mission, he's gonna go to sleep.
Two options from 7 to 9 list. Okay.
Oh wait, you don't mark the condition yet because
Oh, I see.
because
Okay,
it is from this take a powerful blow that determines whether you mark condition or not.
Okay, alright. So since I selected two options from 7 to 9 list, number
So
one
you mark
is
hopeless, and then the other one.
you struggle past the pain, mark two conditions. Oh my goodness. Hopeless and angry. Okay, and I need to choose one more, right?
Yes. I would say the first one makes no sense.
Yeah, obviously. Alright,
Because you're
give ground.
alone. Okay, so the laser beam fire, and one of it clips you like against the side of your gut, and it actually pierces through. It's basically like the laser from like Dune Part 2. You know, it just and then it cuts through, and it sears right through and cauterize your wound at the same time, so you don't bleed out, but it hurts like hell, and you stumble onto the ground, and then the two laser balls sort of aim at you and start, and you like instantly scramble backwards. As you see each of these lasers hit the ground, you can see it burns the grass, and as it hits the soil and beneath, it actually crystallizes it into glass. Because of how hot each of these lasers are.
Oh boy.
And then the chrysalis, this insectoid man, watching you scramble back, he sort of like answers your questions. What am I doing? I am uplifting humanity and removing the obstacle that is preventing us from evolving into a stronger form. You heroes stand as a barrier against humanity and our greatness, and you need to be removed. And then he puts his head against your father's head again, and he again. And then, but as he does that, you can see a bit of a golden glow begins to emanate from his body and generating over his naked form. As the cloak falls away, you see his Foxman suit growing over his body and clasping onto him as the aura of the nine-tailed fox, this golden avatar, begins to like stand as a second body around his entire form. And with as that is happening, we're gonna cut back to Ether. What are you doing as you watch? Actually, what are Ether and Ifrit doing since both of you are engaging Ivy at the same time?
I'm gonna go again with the whole trying to cut her tail off again with
Oh
my
God! So,
knives.
all right, directly engage a threat. And what are you doing? Actually, let's Ifrit, what are you also doing at the same time? And we'll see how maybe they can help each other. These two
Okay.
actions.
I mean, can I see that Ether is trying to go for Ivy's behind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tail. Don't say behind.
All right. Back part, right? The tail, back part of
I'm
the
going for her ass. No,
Just
please.
say
No.
tail. Just
tail.
Yeah, just say
Okay,
tail.
tail.
This is
Uh,
a teen comic.
I mean, I'm just going for the face again.
All right. So we'll say for the so you're basically releasing a blast of fire in front of her face.
I'm getting
So
close. I'm punching her
Flashbang.
face.
oh flashbang and punching at the same time. So I'll say for Ifrit, you will be rolling unleash your powers, and for Ether, you'll be rolling directly engage a threat because she's focusing on you right now, Ether. So engage a threat for you. Unleash power for Ifrit.
Okay.
And I still have that angry condition. So I'm
Yes.
rolling with freak.
Oh wait. Unleash my power, right? So I have a -2 though, because I'm hopeless right now.
Oh boy.
Oh no. I'm rolling freak.
I mean,
Oh boy. Okay, we'll see. We'll let's see what Ether got.
Ah.
Okay. Okay. So Ifrit, mark one condition.
I'm leveling up again. Okay.
Oh wow.
All right. And now, so you try to release the fire, and your fire does burn over her, but because of her carapace, it actually dispersed against her exoskeleton. And then she just knock you aside. You don't take any condition for that. And then, as with that distraction, Ether, you go in close and choose one. What did you choose?
Would it... Can I say I do take the tail from her?
Yes, that will come from your trading blows, but this is an extra thing that you get.
Oh.
Oh.
Not from the thing that I take from the list?
Oh, to take something from. Oh, yes, that makes more sense, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so
I wanna
yes.
take the tail away from her.
All right, so you go forward and then you reach under. Yeah, as she's distracted by knocking Ifrit aside, so her back is towards you, and so you jump forward, and then with your knife you catch onto her tail, and then you cut through it, and this green liquid spray out from it, and she lets out this high-pitched screech of pain as part of the liquid pours, splashes out, and hits you. You do take a condition from that.
Okay.
Because you trade blows, as it burns you. It doesn't melt you like an actual xenomorph because that would be fucked up. It just burns you like scalding hot water.
Okay.
As you're like, ah! And then she screams and starts like flailing about as blood begins to pour from her tail. And then she scurries and then eventually reaches a sewer manhole and then she smashes through it and then she disappears into it. She is gone. She is taken out of the game. Of this fight, basically. So you have defeated Ivy.
Huh.
And now we will cut to Lemao. This white ink individual is currently caught onto your leg and pulling you and is trying to slowly engulf you. What do you do?
I can't make a vacuum, right?
I mean, you can. That would depend on... So you're trying to suck him up, basically.
If I could.
Alright, roll directly engage a threat.
There's so much consumption in this game.
Yeah, I know, right? Lots of taking. Oh my. Alright, so roll... First, get mark one condition, and now roll me take a powerful blow.
Potential?
Yes, mark one potential and then roll take a powerful blow.
Powerful blow. Okay. Where's taking a powerful blow again?
It's on the side. Wait, let me look at the character sheet.
It's on the side near the condition there.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's the first one, the right top
Yeah.
right.
At the top where it says condition.
Yeah, next to it there's the dice symbol.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yo, goodness.
Oh no! Wait, is
Okay.
it?
Yes, that's bad. Okay, so choose from the three. Remove yourself from the scene, lose control of yourself or your powers in terrible ways, or choose two options from the 7 to 9 list.
Deja vu.
Yeah, same shit happened to Foxboy 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Take the 7 to 9 one.
Alright, so choose two options from below. I guess there's only two options that make sense because your current no teammate is near you currently.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so mark two conditions and then you give ground.
Or I have to mark two conditions.
Yes.
Oh. I am angry and afraid.
Okay, so begins to engulf you, and he actually got some of his plasma around your face and begins to suffocate you, and you panic and you try to rip him off. And we will get to what happens next. And as we go to Black Pearl, you are still trying to engulf a renegade. What are you doing?
How tired is he looking?
He's just looking pissed off right now. Like, he is, the part of you that hardened, you can see, like, his body movement is stiff, but he's still moving.
I want to maintain that to a point where, he is so tired to move that he just like, oh wait, I have a better idea.
Oh.
I'll apologize and I'll begin to suffocate him. Quote
Oh,
unquote
Jesus
drowning him.
Christ!
Wow.
You saw what is happening to lemao and you got inspired. Roll directly engage a threat.
Okay, this is very risky.
The kitty gloves are off.
Oh, okay.
Real
Holy
here.
shit.
Oh,
Alright, so pick two from
Look at
directly
that double
engage.
6, man. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that is delicious.
This is why I cannot level up. I don't know why.
It's good. One of
want
you
to-
need to roll high.
I want to frighten the opposition.
Okay, and then what is the second one that you choose? I'm guessing avoid their blows.
Yes, I want to avoid their blows.
All right, so you roll, you engulf his face, and you begin to suffocate. He's like, and he's trying to tear, and then his movement begin to go more and more lethargic, and you guys hear him begin to gag, as he, I guess, sucks some of you into himself from breathing as you choke him, and then he eventually falls towards his knees. His movement goes sluggish, and then he falls onto the ground unconscious.
Yeah, that's when I'll release. And I'll say to myself, I really need to find a better way to subdue people.
As you go off of his body. And with that, we're gonna cut briefly back to Foxboy. You are still being zapped by lasers. What are you doing? The guy that is controlling these metal balls is standing off towards the side by the tree.
Man, I'm contemplating whether to use my moment of truth now. But I have a feeling we have a harder battle next session.
Yeah, Kokaitis is not here.
Yeah, exactly.
Worried.
Okay, I still got 3 more chances. All right, I try to get back up
Mm-hmm.
and strike. Just strike him and run forward and just strike him. That's the best thing I can do.
Wait, strike who? The hooded man or Chrysalis?
Oh wait, the hooded man is a totally different person.
Yes.
Hooded man is
The
your
hooded man
father.
is the one
Oh.
controlling the metal balls.
Oh shit! Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and you
Uh,
gather he is basically using his metal balls to prevent you from getting to Chrysalis. So you'll have to take him down
I
before you
see.
can reach him.
Okay, that makes sense then. Alright, I hate towards the hooded man, but he's the wall at the moment, so yeah.
All right, roll directly, engage your threat as his metal balls go off to intercept. He's gonna throw the third one into the air, and he's also gonna start firing lasers, and you begin to dodge and weave. Roll your directly engage your threat.
No, once again I gotta use Saki Domination. There's no limit to the number of times I can use it, right?
If it doesn't say a limit, then you can use it whenever.
Alright, since
If it
I'm
doesn't
under
say once
fire.
per session, I think you can use as much as you want.
Alright. Again. Save you. Please.
Eventually, you all need to roll high. Eventually.
You'd say that.
Eventually.
Yeah, you say that, but
We do roll high. Take a powerful blow. We roll damn high.
Oh no, that's not what I want to hear. Okay, so choose one from directly engage a threat list.
uh, 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 okay, I will. I mean, I have to resist or avoid their blows, I guess.
All right, so
Yeah.
you duck and weave past all of his ball lasers. I need to stop saying it like that. The sphere lasers, and then you reach him, and you can see his eyes sort of like panic, and then you sort of like punch him in the face. Oh! And he falls on the ground, and then he rolls, and he stands up. To me! And then he holds out one hand, and you can see his hand sort of like glows a bit white, and the spheres begin to go towards and try to like begin to hassle you. But before we get to that, we're gonna cut to Ifrit and Ether. Both of you haven't taken down Ivy. Oh, I guess Black Pearl as well. The three of you. You watch as the three of you do see Fox Boy struggling with the hooded man, and you see Lemao being suffocated right now. What do you do?
Can I slingshot myself towards Lemao using the trees as leverage?
All right. Are you just aiming straight towards him?
Yeah, aiming straight towards him.
All right.
Blob
Unleash.
versus blob.
All right. Unleash your powers.
damn.
Oh damn. Okay, so do you want to mark a condition or tell me how it, or want me to tell you how it's unstable or temporary?
Let's go with mark a condition. I'll say that I'm angry. That guy tried to steal my cousin, which is now in the sewer.
All right. So you towards him, and then you slam onto the slime, and it does rip it off of Lemao, and so Lemao, you instantly starts gasping, and then you look towards the side, and then you see two blobs of black and white starts rolling around, almost like a yin yang, some creepy ass, disgusting yin yang symbol as they start rolling and mashing into each other. And Ifrit and Ether, what are the two of you doing?
Okay. So Lemma is no longer suffocating, right?
No.
Yeah, I guess I'll attempt to help Foxboy with the hooded guy.
All right. What are you doing to help?
Wait, there's multiple metal spheres flying around.
Yes,
a mechanical sphere.
three of them, each of them firing high-powered lasers, hot enough to turn sand into glass.
I'll try to take one of them down with, conjuring a fireball at one of them.
All right, unleash your powers as you near them.
Oh, man, this -2 is definitely screwing me over.
Oh
my
Jesus.
God, you need to clear that condition.
You need to
my
clear that
guy.
condition.
Yeah.
Try to RP your way and clear the condition.
Yeah, if you RP in a way that makes sense during combat, you can actually clear conditions.
Okay.
Yes, but first, we must deal with the consequences of this. You fire your fire against the spheres, you shoot both hands against two of it, and those spheres actually becomes red hot and retroactively make their laser beams even hotter. That it starts like setting trees on fire. Like the laser beam is much more concentrated and intense. Your fire has inadvertently powered up the lasers of these two spheres.
Dear
You clicked
goodness.
it, you overclocked it.
Yep. And then, Foxboy, you see this happen, and then you sort of give a what the fuck look to Ifrit as the lasers begin to aim towards you.
I'm sorry.
All right, and now, Ether, what are you doing?
So what's the situation looking like right
Okay,
now?
okay. Black Pearl is engaged with the white color blob person. Lemao is currently recovering from being suffocated by the white blob person. Foxboy is engaged in the hooded figure who is controlling the 3 metal spheres firing lasers, and Ifrit has inadvertently powered up 2 of those spheres.
Wait, two?
Where
Yes.
where
can
are
start
those spears
doodling.
pointed?
they're
Actually.
they're aiming at Foxboy right now. Like
Oh,
Foxboy is
and
doing his best parkouring against those lasers.
oh, okay, okay. Um, can I? Mm, does it look like if I use my my signature gun that I'll be able to like delay the usage of these like metal spheres?
What does your gun do?
The gun that I usually use,
Uh,
the Incredibles gun.
the blobs. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Roll unleash your powers. Let's see how many you take out, or if you indeed take any out.
Okay,
Wait,
wow.
It'll be
I need
funny
to
if
count wisdom.
you powered up the third one.
Stop!
It now shoots lasers that traps you as well.
Oh my
What
god!
did you do? What did you do?
Oh no. Okay. The good news is you mark a condition. Mark a potential.
Yeah, you mark more conditions.
No, not conditions. You mark a potential. You fire the goo, and it hits into one of them, the superheated one, and the goo actually begins to melt. And then it sort of like it has been flying around, still firing a superheated laser. You fire a couple of balls, it hits them, and the superheated sphere is beginning to melt the goo, and then it's falling onto the ground, forming like sticky tar pit around you, Foxboy. And then you look at Ether, and you're like, "What the fuck?" You look at both Ifrit and Ether, like, "What the fuck?" So yeah, things are getting hot for you right there, Foxboy, but we'll get to that soon. Lemao, so you are gasping, you regain your breath, you look towards the side, you see Black Pearl engage with the white goop, you look towards the other side, you will watch Foxboy's situation become exceedingly dire as Ifrit and Ether fail to help him. What do you do?
I have the dire situation.
Okay, so how do you help?
Which one of them are engaging again?
Foxboy. Basically, Ifrit and Ether try to help Foxboy with these metal figures, but all they've done is super powered up and create like an obstacle course around Foxboy.
Who is the villain?
The hooded figure is controlling the spheres.
Wow.
Yes. Wow.
Um. I want to go closer, and I want to use some of my power. I think I have
Alright.
something called criminal mind.
What
That-
does that do?
Yeah, when I assess the situation, I can ask one of the following question, even on a miss. What here is useful or valuable to me? How could I best infuriate or provoke something? Or what's the best way in or way past?
Oh, alright. Do you have to roll for that, or you roll assess the situation, right?
It says superior here. Because it's assess the situation. So
oh,
yes,
okay, yeah.
yeah. So that's the same thing.
Alright, so roll assess the situation first. Okay, that means that you can ask one question, either from the assess the situation list or the list from the move. So which one do you ask?
Well, the whole situation confused me a little bit, so I really want to know what could I like what is useful to me right there.
Okay, what is useful to? So you watch the spheres that is currently blasting Foxboy, and then you look towards the guy, and you see that he is concentrating in the direction of where Foxboy is, and you gather engaging the sphere might not be the best avenue because there's 3 spheres, so you have to take all 3 out. But from what you can see, this guy is probably a technopath, so that means he controls technology. So if you knock him out, it'll disable all 3 spheres.
So he's like a puppet master.
Yes.
And okay, I sneak up to him from the back.
All right.
I just plunge a knife to his back.
Oh. All right.
Backstab him.
Roll. Unleash your powers. With a +1 because of your assess the situation.
All right. I hit.
Oh, nice. So that would be mark a condition or tell me an unstable or which one do you choose? Mark a condition or tell me how it's unstable or temporary?
To him
Or
or
I
to
tell you.
myself?
You don't know. That depends on me.
Yeah, you go.
All right. So you do. Okay, wait. First of all, is that stab like lethal?
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay.
Oh
So
wow! Oh wow!
you appear behind.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
how do you?
how this the Ministry of Gentleman Warfare something like he,
Oh, yes,
he
yeah.
punched through the small knife and he drags a little bit. That's why I did.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So you just impaled him and he begins to cough blood. And he looks down. And then you tear your psionic blade out and then he falls onto the ground and twitches a bit before he goes still. And I will choose unstable as the 3 spheres having their owner, their master murdered, begins to start glowing, and it almost seems like a fail safe. And then they all seem to like instantly one fly towards you, Lemao. The other 2 flies towards 2 of you. Them will fly towards Lemao because you killed their master, and then 1 will fly towards Foxboy. And they seem like they're like, it looks like they're about to explode. What do the 2 of you do?
Run!
Okay.
But I run
And-
towards the the inside guy.
All right. So roll unleash your powers. For me, Foxboy. And what are you doing, Lemao?
Am I close to the bomb?
The bombs are flying towards you.
I'm running away.
All right, unleash your powers as well. Okay, so both of you unleash your powers, and we see what happens.
Okay, I have a question again because my skills suck it Dalmatian. It says when you stand strong while dramatically under fire. Am I dramatically under fire?
You are dramatically under fire, but you're not standing strong.
Oh
I
shit!
see. So it doesn't apply if that's the case. Huh?
Unless you want to retcon that to say that you stand strong.
Yeah, you screw the word run and like I can take this.
I want the bomb to at least try to hit the other guy. Oh, you know what? I run to the other guy. All right, I'll use.
Okay.
I'll use
Alright.
my power.
Okay, that will make your power work.
Okay.
Okay, we'll have
Oh, okay.
both.
All right.
Okay, so both of you tell me, do you want me to mark a condition or tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary? We'll start with Lemao first.
To the villain, right?
This one is for you because you're like running away from the bomb. So basically, do you want to mark a condition or do you want me to tell you how it is unstable or temporary?
Yeah, you tell me.
Okay, so the bomb around you, you jump aside. You are not caught by the explosion, but it does cause one of the 3 nearby to fall, and you instantly hold your hand up and you form a psionic shield, but it bursts through. You buffet the blow so it doesn't crush you, but you are pinned under the tree for a bit. You don't have to roll anything to come out, but you are temporarily taken out of commission for a bit. As the tree sort of like pins you down, and you're like trying to push yourself up. And now for Foxboy, condition or effect from me.
Condition, but by my condition, you mean condition on me, is it?
Yes.
Huh. Okay. All right. Effect.
All right. So you run towards the chrysalis, and he's just staring at you, and you hear like this stuff, like almost like cicada, like sound as he just stares at you. And then you run towards him, and you instantly dodge towards the side as the bomb aim towards him, And then you see him sort of like tilt his head back. And then you see your dad reach out one hand and a golden shield in front of him, and the bomb and it explodes and it dissipates around him. The chrysalis doesn't even move as the smoke clears, and you see him just standing there. And then you look, as you like sort of recover, you look and you see your dad's eyes are also glowing golden, and he has the same carapace structure growing along his exposed skin and going underneath his super suit that has just apparate over his body. This has been fun, but I think it's time we progress. And then his eyes flash, and then you see Foxman with his Kitsune avatar around him, just his body arch, and he starts floating into the air until he's in front of Kindred. And then Kindred also flashes, and you see this purplish aura begins to grow around her in the general shape of what looks like a crow. And the both of them seems to be like channeling something. You can see that the golden energy from Foxman and the purplish blue energy from Kindred is beginning to weave together to create like almost this singularity between them, and it's growing and growing and growing. And now we're gonna cut to Ifrit. Cut to Ether first. What are you doing? No, wait, Black Pearl, you are still engaged with the white goo guy. What are you doing?
I want to take his memories by consuming him.
Okay, so you're not killing him. You're just consuming his memories.
Yes.
All right. This one
I
will
want to
be.
know. I want to know like what he knows about all the plans that Cocytus is planning.
All right. Roll me. Okay. This one. Unleash your powers.
Right. There we go. More information.
Holy shit! Your rolls is like.
What
I think you stole all of our rules, man.
Yes.
You stole all our rules.
The reason why everyone is failing is because of you right now. Okay. So you do eventually begin to absorb his memory. You can feel like a sharp screech as this white blob begins to scream, and you begin to take in his memories, and you do gather some of it. First off, you know that this creature refers to himself as the White Ink, and he was not actually a living thing or a human. He is a byproduct of waste dumped by a chemical plant that then mingle with strange energy within the river that the toxic waste was dumped into, and then it emerged as this like white blob thing. And then it was approached by a white-haired figure as it lived its life in the sewers, devouring rats. It was taken in by this white-haired figure that you now probably recognize as Cocytus. And then you begin to get more information, and you learned that Cocytus was approached by this insectoid figure dressed in a greenish tuxedo, which resembles the man standing in front of Foxman, and are gathered, and basically you learn basically everything that I've told Ifrit and Foxboy before about, you know, Chrysalis. You learn the name, the Chrysalis, and they believe that superheroes is blocking the path of evolution for humans, and so he seeks to purge all of superheroism away, and Cocytus is taken in by this plot because Cocytus wants power. If he joins Chrysalis and Chrysalis removes all superhero and he is by his side, that means that he would be one of the very few superpowered people left in the world without heroes, and so he will stand at the top of the pyramid.
Syndrome thing.
Yes, so that's why he sided with Chrysalis, and the plan that Chrysalis has held involves, because he was eventually Chrysalis was captured and imprisoned, and it was around that time that Foxman was killed, and Cocytus murdered his family, and then he just vanished. And it is after he vanished that he begins to put the Chrysalis plant into machinations. He begins to make deals, recruiting various villains, plotting for a breakout in the spike. And chief among the help is is a member of a mob boss. You do not recognize this, but it is Thomas, which is Lemao's brother. But since he's never mentioned, you don't recognize this. He made a deal with this sketchy-looking mafia guy for money and soldiers. And then he executed the plan. The spike was broken out. The spike had a breakout. Villains flood the street, including Chrysalis. And then the plan begins. And it involves them breaking into various science departments in order to steal Zeta technology for teleportation and an experimental energy device that then the hooded figure whom you gather from White Ink's mind is named the Tech Whiz, reverse engineer into a resurrection device. And their plan, you realize, was originally the reason why Kakaitis killed Foxman was that they had wanted his power, the Golden Fox, to go to someone else, someone younger that they can use. But the power did not move on to a new host and died with him. And that is why they needed to bring him back. They needed the Golden Fox within Foxman. And with that power that he has, mixed with the power from Kindred, they can create a singularity that will then explode, creating a wave that will depower every single superhero in Halcyon City. That is
deep.
That is big.
That is their plan. And also you again,
White Ink.
yes. Yeah, and all that's left is like a bit of puddle on the ground, just like slumped down as you emerge back into yourself, learning all of this. And then that is when you sort of look in the direction, and then you see Kindred with the aura of a crow. And you also learn everything that I mentioned about the spirit beasts that Ifrit learned as well. So looking at that, you gather Kindred is the host of the Ether Crow, and Foxman is the host of the Golden Fox. And you can see that there's a supernova begin to emerge in the middle of their core right now. What do you do? Well, you can't really do anything. You're a bit too far away from your position.
Yeah, I'm a bit too far. Yeah, I already flicked all the way to the other side.
Yes, so you have a potential to shout something if you wish.
Who has protection powers? Wait, they're having a Nova coming out from who? From Kindred only, or also
From
Fox?
between Kindred and Fox. Their powers are mixing and to create like this orb of concentrated energy.
Okay, I'm just gonna yell, get both of them as far away as possible.
All right, and I'll say that in this situation, the only person, because Foxboy is sort of like distracted a bit from the explosion, from his failed bomb, and Lemao is pinned under the ground, and Ether sadly is a human. So Ifrit, you're the only person that can potentially reach fast enough and has the power to separate them. What do you do as you hear Black Pearl shout?
Oh, wait. As I heard his voice, I was okay. On Roxas.
Wait, guys, I thought we have comms.
Oh yes, you do have
Yeah.
comms. So you do hear in your comms as Black Pearl shout, separate them as far as possible.
But
Yeah, all
like,
of you
even
hear this.
even if we have comms, also there's only one person can reach
Yeah,
the time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Lawrence would start to tell himself. He's like, think to what Katos told him. He's like, I won't be able to complete anything. He's like, no, I can do this. Like, pumping himself up. I can do this. I'm not as useless as Kaito said I am. And I can do this.
So you're gonna charge forward and use your power to try to blast them apart.
Yeah, yes. And then I'm just gonna use. At this point, can I just treat infinite powers as a boost up of my, my abilities?
The infinite power is just lets you use a power from a different playbook.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. So this will be an unleash your powers roll as you charge towards them.
Still -2, man.
You can do it!
That's how many miss in a row. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Okay. So I would like you to mark one potential first.
Okay.
And you try to charge forward to try to blast them apart. you charge forward, and then you can feel the fire begin to gather around you. You can almost feel your power begin to explode out of you, and Ether and Foxboy, both of you being party to this, the closest ones you see as he is engulfed in this fiery aura that looks to be in the shape of like a prowling wolf leaping through the air, almost crashing into the purplish blue crow and golden fox of Foxman and Kindred. Then you all watch almost in slow motion as out from the side of the comic panel, a blast of ice in the shape of a bird crashes into Ifrit and redirected him, and you veer off course and you smash under the ground, and you slam onto a tree and ice just, and you're trapped there. And then Foxboy and Ether, both of you look towards the side, and you see standing in one corner is Cocytus, one hand out, white smoke coiling out from it, his eyes glowing blue. And then he lowers it, and then he looks at you, Foxboy. And then you see... You look back towards at Kindred and Foxman, and you see the singularity between them begin to glow brighter and begin to vibrate. And as you do, Foxboy, you watch, being the closest one. You see Kindred's gaze sort of like falters a bit. The purple dies from her eyes. She looks down, and then her eyes sees you, and you can see panic and fear in her eyes. Then her eyes glow purple again, and then... And this explosion emanates out and basically buffet all of you, and all of you sort of like curl your hand to block. But as it does, you feel the energy sort of like, you see it as it goes across. White, since Black Pearl, you are next to White Ink. You see it hits the White Ink, and then its body just begins to like go out of control, and then you hear this high-pitched screech as it dissolves into a puddle and seeps into the ground. You see the energy, Ether being the closest one, you see the energy go over Renegade, and his body convulses, and then his entire body goes limp, and then it emanates out and out. But all five of you, you feel the energy go over you, but nothing happens. You almost see, like, for those of you who like sort of like peek between your fingers as you try to block, you see almost a purplish blue shield around you that flickers, that reminds you of Kindred's energy that seems to block the wave that emanates, and it just expands out over Halcyon City. And then we cut to various scenes as you watch Toph flying through the air, battling against one of the tentacle. All of a sudden, his Toph form disappears back into his human form, and he falls from the sky and lands on top of a skyscraper, clutching his shoulder. You see Surge blasting his energy, his optic beams from his eyes, and cutting off a couple of tentacles that was about to crash onto the street. Then all of a sudden, he screams and clutches his eye, and he pulls his visors off, and he falls into the ground, and he opens his eye, and you can see like these black scorch marks over both of his eyes, and his eyes are completely milky white. You see, we cut to Painkiller next to a car, pulling out with a totaled car and two people lying side by side, injured from a car crash, knocked by a tentacle. You see Painkiller reaches out, touches one person, and all of this individual's injuries disappears. And then Painkiller steps back and is about to reach towards the other person when she stiffens. And then the same injury that had been on this civilian begins to appear on her body, and blood pours from her mouth. And then she falls onto the ground and begins hemorrhaging. We see Sea King underwater fighting against another tentacle. He cuts through it with his glaive, and he's flying towards the other one when he suddenly, as he begins to choke in the water, and he starts swimming up towards the surface, emerge from the top, and he like sort of like looks around, confused at what's happening. We see Cinder flying through the air, releasing fires, cutting through tentacles, burning them. Then all of a sudden, she screams in pain as the fire that she generates to keep herself afloat burns her, and she falls from the ground. As she falls and plummets to the air, before you see a bright white light as Limelight, the blonde-haired white costumed hero, reach out to catch onto her. Cinder's form, who is half burned by her own fire. Then all of a sudden, Limelight's own white light disappears and both of them falls. And then, thankfully, they're not that far and they fall only a few stories. They crash onto a car, rebound, and roll into an alley. We see Trailblazer zooming around, grabbing civilians out of the conflict away from debris and rubble. Then all of a sudden, he comes into view and he stumbles as his super speed disappears. He trips over rock, and his momentum from coming to a sudden stop from the super speed causes him to roll several hundred feet. And then he slams into a wall. His arms and legs broken. And then we see Paragon grabs onto a tentacle and tears it off. As it falls towards the ground, she fires another beam, slices another tentacle. Another one swings towards, she grabs it and punches through it. Then all of a sudden, as she's trying to fly in the midair, she falls several hundred meters. She stops, looks around confused, and then continues falling down. And we cut to a scene on ground level as Spartan is shielding civilians and knocking debris out of the ground. And then she looks up into the air just to see Paragon slam through one skyscraper, another one, a third one, and then slams into a ground and craters, and leaving a giant smoking crater. And then she, bloodied hand, grab onto the edge and starts pulling herself out, and you can see Paragon is covered in dirt and blood. And then she reaches one hand against her head and rubs it, and then she looks down at her hand, at the blood on it. This is the first time that she's bleeding, as her hand shivers, shakes, and she sort of looks around, confused. And then we cut back to all of you inside the park, as all of you sort of like look around as the wave passes by. Nothing seems to happen to all of you. You all still have your powers, but Foxboy, you can see, looking at Cocytus, as this grin begins to spread on his face, you hear, and then you look back towards the chrysalis and you see him laughing. Now, as it should be. What will you do now, child, without the aid of your caretakers? And with that, we're going to end session 5.
Oh, okay.
Shit turns so bad.
All right. So that is the end of our session. And I'll say, because we technically end in the middle, we won't do end of session stuff because it makes no sense since you're also in the middle of a conflict.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, how are we feeling after this session?
I missed 5 rows in a row.
Yeah.
I miss every row.
Yeah.
You know what? I was gonna say it happens from time to time, but it's being very consistent for you two specifically that it's becoming a bit cursed now.
Okay. I know the roles will be good when it matters most, which is the next session.
I know, right? Okay.
Yeah. What goes around comes around.
By the way,
Yes?
Copium.
for one of my advancement, I unlocked Moment of Truth.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yes. For those of you now is the time for probably Moment of Truth. The adults will not be able to help you now.
Oh yeah, by the way, my potential track filled up like halfway through, so I just went ahead and picked
Alright.
one. Just unlock your, which is Moment of Truth also.
Okay, so I think 3 of you have unlocked your Moment of Truth, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I have.
Foxboy, Ifrit, and now me.
All right. Actually, yep. This is good because you will all need it.
Oh god.
Oh, man.
My moment of truth is so situational.
Oh, what is
It
the
is
trigger?
so situational. The trigger is I have to reveal my true identity, and I
Oh.
have
Oh.
to live without my true. I have to live without my civilian identity.
Oh, so that means
Wow.
you reveal it to just the world.
Yeah, to the world.
No. Actually, you know, while we're here, Foxboy, what is your Moment of Truth trigger?
Trigger. Okay, I read the whole thing. This is the moment when you have showed them exactly why you belong here. You do any one thing. Take out any one enemy, no matter how insane it is.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wait, it would be
Wow.
so funny
That's
if the start of the next session
true.
you just use this to instantly
Yeah,
defeat the
exactly.
Titans, and I'm just over there like,
So overpowered.
How
How
can
is
I
it?
fix this situation?
How to go on with the rest of the session? Erg.
No, it's fine. The chrysalis is also there. Maybe
Unless
something can
I
Chrysalis is
happen.
ignore
half
the
dead.
chrysalis.
Yeah, I mean, chrysalis have not been touched yet.
Oh, wait. The one that was dead, killed by the Mao is. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that is
the
the hooded. Yeah,
the
the
hooded
tech
person.
whiz, basically,
Yeah.
that you learned his name. Yeah, all right. And Ether, what is your trigger?
It says here, the moment that you show who you really are, your mentor or something different, you can do whatever your mentor can do, and more. You can do the incredible, even the things they always fail to accomplish. Of course, they're not gonna see you the same way, no matter which path you choose. So I think my mentor has to be there.
Oh, is it? I thought
I
it's.
don't.
Wait. Let me. It's actually best to get that out of the way right now. Where is your moment of truth? Wait, why do I not see this? Oh, okay, I see it. You can do whatever. You show who you really are. Oh, no, what it means here is you show who you really are, whether you become your mentor or someone different. Basically, this
Oh.
determines your path.
Yeah, but they refer to they here in reference to your mentor, right?
Yes, of course, they're not gonna see you the same way, no matter which path you. I mean, this like it's in general sense, like they won't see you the same way anymore.
Okay, so technically, I can do this whenever.
Yes.
Okay.
So long as you feel like you can sort of like narratively say how you arrive at who you are.
Okay, yeah. Okay, got it. Yars.
Yep. Okay. And what about you, Champagne? How close are you to leveling up?
I have to take 3 more potential.
Okay. All right. We shall see what happens next time then. Actually, I'm curious. What is your moment of truth trigger?
It's when I show them what I'm really am. Whether I'm the hero underneath the rebel facade or the one who make the hard choices hero cannot make. I do whatever to show the truth. Whether it's saving the day or stopping some bad guy once and for all. Oh, okay. Of course, once I've shown what I'm really am, there's no going back to playing the clown.
Ooh. So this is basically the moment where you lock in on who you are, whether you're basically the thing that cements you onto the path of a hero, basically.
Yeah, so I have been a clown all along, guys.
Yeah, I mean, because like thematically speaking, like character wise, the rebel it tends to be the wisecracker, so that's why they use the word clown there,
Yeah.
because they're usually the comic relief, like the rebel.
Yeah, a bad but not really kind of thing.
Yes, so that's why they use the word clown there, but that's not how you play the character. You don't have to commit to that. This is sort of like in a general sense.
Just chaotic.
Yes, and I mean, what are clowns if not chaotic? So.
Yep.
All right, but yes, you all do have your trigger, and also, I really need to think about that Foxboy one. The truth. Wait,
You know what? I obviously will not use it immediately. I mean,
yeah, I
it's
mean,
quite
the
ridiculous.
moment of truth is meant to like the moment that you come into yourself. So
Yeah.
it has to make narrative sense when you use it. So that we'll sort of use that as sort of like not say restriction, but to not make things anticlimactic.
Collect all your conditions, then use it.
It's like Exodia.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Zodiac.
Oh yeah, it's like that moment. You're supposed you gain all 5 conditions. You're knocked down. Then you use your moment of truth to get one final second. To get your second win. That kind of thing. But yes, it has been fun, everyone. We have also gone over time. Oh wait, I forgot. We need to do stars and wishes. All right, who wants to go first? For stars.
who haven't go first before.
I think I haven't gone first before.
All right.
All right. So Myth, you go first.
Let's see. I will give the star to Essa for listening to my nonsense and following along, although it nearly got them killed.
Love that. All right. Who would like to go next?
I like to give my star to Ifrit because I really like his role playing with Kakaitis. Give me the drama.
I mean, no doubt there'll be more drama next session as,
Not bad.
Ifrit have neglected to tell, a certain someone that Kakaitis is his brother. So there will
Even now,
I mean,
even
it's-
until now.
yes.
It's not
He's
his
biting you in
fault.
the ass. You should have told him last session, but
Yeah, I was waiting, at the end of session 4 when, Ifrit was debating between telling Foxboy or not. I was in my head, I was silent, but in my head I was going, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Because I know what was going to happen next. I know the consequences because I want Ifrit to be captured. So I was like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it in my head. And then he didn't.
well, you played into his hands. But yes, I give my star to Ifrit for the RP.
Love that. All right, I think let's Champagne, why don't you go next?
Stars to Foxboy for we had a moment there, at the ramen shop, so that was good.
Yeah. When the two of you sort of bonded.
That's our moment.
Yes.
It really was.
So potentially, maybe lemao will stand by Foxboy's side to, destroy Ifrit's ass later.
Oh, come on.
Team Foxboy.
All right. Next up, Roxas, why don't you? Who do you give your stars to this time around?
Give my star to Veron, I think. Black Pearl, yeah. Because of his creativity with the consumptions of evidence. I don't know how many times he did it, but yes.
It never gets old.
I just like the fact that the first 4 session, Black Pearl has been using his powers fairly comedically, and then in this session it's just consume.
Yeah, just eat
Devour.
everything.
And then eating a creature's memories, subsuming their entire being into themselves. Holy shit.
I've
Dude.
been learning to explore. I've been learning to explore powers.
Yes, that is what mass RPG is all about. Whatever you can think of in conjunction with your powers, all it takes is a dice roll to see if you can do it. I mean, for some of you, the dice is just fuck you with the double middle finger, but eventually it'll clear itself out.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. All right, Shiruba. What is
Okay,
your star?
obviously to lemao as well. I mean, it was a good ramen session. That's all I can say.
Yeah, well, you guys sharing that moment I was there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're all just having your little talk, and then meanwhile, Ifrit is just having a nightmare.
I couldn't even move.
Yep. All right, and now we move on to wishes. So, Myth, which is your wish for next session? Which is, depending on how it go, would be the final session. So we shall see.
I think
I'm
I
fairly
have none.
confident.
My wish is I think a lot of them are yeah, I did what I want to do,
All right.
and I did more things that I wanted to do.
Right. And next up, Tay, what is your wish for the potential finale?
My mom.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that gonna happen?
2 sessions. Maybe the epilogue.
My
Yeah.
mom.
The post game.
That's all. My mom.
Love that. Yeah, I actually tried to work a moment where I could bring your mom and mom how? Do I have it be a phone
Don't put
call?
her in danger. I'm gonna kill you if you do.
Yes, exactly. I was thinking randomly she's just in the park and I was like, no, that doesn't make sense.
My mom does not go to the park.
Yeah. Who knows? I'll figure something out. All right, Champagne, what's your wish for the potential finale?
Well, I guess the mom thing is really important, so I will use my wish to make the mom thing happen, like
All
double
right.
wish.
All right, for Ether to interact with your mom.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Your mom will show up. She'll show up, all right.
Oh god.
All right. Roxas, what is your wish for the finale potential?
Oh, I mean, I wish for better roles.
Okay, better roles. I can't really help you with that, but I will pray for you.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm happy with how this is going. I'm seeing my moment of truth and the way my Doom track is progressing.
At least you
I'm
won't die, right?
close. Yeah, I'm close.
Oh no, you're close. Oh no.
Yeah, because I'm 4 out of 5 right now, right? And then after I hit 5 Doom tracks, I need to take another Doom signs. My moment of truth just makes me take 1 Doom sign. So
Oh.
Oh,
I
so
need-
that means in the moment you use it, you'll be instantly at 5 Doom tracker, and then your Doom instantly comes.
no, I still need 1 more Doom sign. I need to fulfill 5, right?
Oh yeah. You have to fill
Yeah.
5.
I still have 1 more. So if I somehow feel 5 Doom tracks,
Ooh.
I don't think
One
you can wake
session.
up 5 in one session.
I mean I got 4.
Yeah, he
2.
got.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it-
like
Yeah, I got 4 this session too. It's
the
the
wait,
potential.
Doom Sign and Potential is different, right?
no,
Alright,
it's
my
different. It's
bad.
different. Yeah.
yeah, Doom
Oh, I
sign
thought
is
we
a
were talking about potential. Oh, Doom said you got 4?
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
like whenever he's like alone with an enemy, whenever he pushes his powers to the limit, overexerts, he gets Doom sign. And so situations are very stressed right now. So
Dear
mhm,
goodness, praying for Ifrit. My goodness.
yep.
yeah.
All right. And Shiruba, what is your wish for the pseudo finale potential?
My wish obviously remains the same as the last one. And to add on, I wish everyone's wish comes true. Yeah, let's put it that way.
My rose.
Yes, and rules, please.
All right. And with that, we have officially come to the end of session 5. I will see you all in session 6 because we once more went overtime. I keep going overtime in this game. But yes, release. You all need to go sleep. Work tomorrow. Go be
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll see you guys
Good
next
night,
game.
everyone.
Okay. Yeah. Good
Good
session,
night.
everyone. Good
Bye
night.
bye.
Thank you for the game, Nick.
Yeah.
Good night.
No worries.
Yep.
Good night.
Thanks.